Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Legends of Runeterra. We've been away for quite some time, not actually away, we've been on vacation, we're back home, and we're back to filming daily content, and today decided to, I don't know, take a look at something that a lot of people have been bragging about, and that it is probably one of the best decks nowadays, and has been since launch, I believe. But we didn't have the Heimerdinger copies to make it. So tonight we are taking a look at TurretMania. It's Heimerdinger and Vi control. Now, one important aspect about this deck is that there's little to no life gain. The only life gain that you are going to see is with these two Spirit's Refuge, or perhaps if you are lucky enough to get, I don't know what this could bring you. Create and hand a 6+ cost spell from your regions. Your regions meaning Ionia and Piltover. I don't think there's any 6+ spell that can bring you your HP back, your Nexus HP that is. So the only way that you can gain life is through Spirit Refuge. But the idea of this deck is basically to survive until you manage to drop Heimerdinger. Now, in case I'm pretty sure that most people will find this video boring, but considering I didn't play this at all until now, and for those of you that don't have any idea about what this deck is and you want to find out, please tune in. Heimerdinger. When you cast a spell, create a fleeting turret in hand with equal cost. It costs 0 this round. So if you scroll through Heimerdinger and its turret generation cards, you can see that there are 0... Whoa, a low battery there. Quite the jump scare. Mark 0, Wind Up Shredder Challenger. This is meh. Mark 1, Wrenchbot 111. Mark 2, Evolution Turret. Tough, 2 attack, 1 HP. Floor Be Gone. Elusive 3-1. Mark 3. This is your standard turret that you want to spawn. It's elusive, and it can be generated easily in combinations with a lot of the spells that are in here, and we'll get to that quickly. Apex Turret, a 4-cost spell. Play a 5-cost, you get the Rocket Blaster, Storm Lobber, Overwhelm 6. This is nice. Armored Stormper 7-1, and an 8-cost spell, T-Hax. This is an interesting interesting one. Okay, so how do you spawn a multitude of 3-1 elusive turrets? Well, here's one. Flash of Brilliance. Burst, create in hand a 6+ spell from your regions, refill your spell mana. You play this, you refill your spell mana, and you can play some more spells. But it's a 3-cost, so it will generate a 3-1 elusive turret. The other 3 costs are Get Excited, Twin Disciplines, and that's pretty much it, except the Deep Meditation costs 2 less if you cast 2+ spells. Now, Deep Meditation was 4 cost in the past, and now, because of the 5 cost, guess who got a buff? Exactly, Heimerdinger Vi control. Because there are a lot of spells in here, you just need to play 2. This thing gets a discount. It costs 3, and you can play this and generate another 3-1 elusive. If you manage to spawn a full board of elusives, just imagine the possibilities. Also, you can defend with them, and because that's the point, you need to keep Heimerdinger alive. You defend with those, and you generate new ones. There's plenty of spells to do that. Now, you want to get the T-Hax. How? Well, either through a second copy of Heimerdinger in your hand turns into Heimerdinger's Progress Day, and there's no progress stay in here. So you might want to add one, but I went with this variation of the deck because I have 3 copies of Will of Ionia and 3 copies of Deep Meditation. Also, I think the Solitary Monk is a nice addition, but if you happen to get more in your hand, because they're kind of useless if you've got 2 in your hand, you can only drop 1, the other one will just unsummon the first Elusive Monk, so it's counterproductive. You want to use them with Get Excited, so you can use them as cannon fodder. Now, how to mulligan, or how to play against certain decks? Well, against aggro, you want to get your hard removals, low-cost hard removals early on. Make sure you can benefit from the Claws of the Dragon. If you have low-cost spells, you can play 2 of them, and you'll get a Claws of the Dragon automatically summoned. And if you play while you are defending, it's important. If you are defending and the attack, your opponent has already established the attack, if you play 2 spells, Claws of the Dragon gets summoned automatically, and you can use this as a chump blocker to use, of course, to block some incoming damage. Also for good trades. That's pretty much it. Against heavy control decks, you might want to hold on to Heimer until you manage to keep him alive, either with Denies, either with Twin Disciplines, or through Will of Ionia's, not to unsummon him, but for example, if there's like, I don't know, single combat or stuff like that, Will of Ionia, the card that wants to challenge Heimerdinger, and you're set. And Vi, of course, gets automatically buffed every time you play crap, and guess what? Once it reaches 10, when you attack with her and strike an enemy unit, you'll deal 5 damage to your enemy's Nexus. That's pretty much it. It's pretty out of the box and it's easy to play, but it requires some thought on how exactly you play your cards. It's not a no-brainer deck. It requires some skilled, let's say, some skilled interface at least, some good and strong understanding of how control decks work, and it's not as easy to play as Karina Control. Karina Control was just spam, 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 and then whoa. Commander Lidros and bang, you're dead. This one actually requires some strategy in playing and keeping a hold of your Denials and Will of Ionias. Remember, Heimerdinger is the key to win the game. So let's take this out for some spins and see if this deck really holds up to its name. And we've queued up. Let's see who our first opponent is. Okay, we're still waiting. Oh, that is an amalgam of stuff. Okay, this ought to be interesting. Lee Sin, Heimerdinger, Karma, and Fluffy Tail. Gonna keep these 2 and get off to a nice start. Second Deny. Okay, that's an Elusive Monk. Solitary Monk to the rescue, probably next turn. I'm gonna drop it. Well, depends. Do I want to draw more cards? Well, I could bait out my opponent. It's Ionian Piltover. Ooh. Right off the bat, Puffcat Peddler. Gonna see if he decides to trade. Highly doubt it, but we might be in for some Thermogenic Beam action, which would suck. And Thermogenic Beam it is. Not gonna use my Twin Disciplines to defend. I'm gonna try to keep it for Heimerdinger. We don't have Heimerdinger yet. he should be somewhere around the corner. Speaking of the devil, he was just around the corner. Let's see how much damage we can do. We're gonna drop Heimerdinger next turn, and we're gonna try to spawn some turrets. Yeah, so the vacation was nice. It was mostly sunny. There was just one day with rain, but that is acceptable. Out of 5 days, I think it was, yeah, okay. We got some sun, we got some tan, and we're gonna deal some damage now. My opponent is stacking up on puff caps, mushroom clouds. Now that puff cap peddler is a nuisance, but we'll deal with it in due time. For now,
eminently logical.
We have Heimerdinger on the board. Now, if my opponent has another Thermogenic Beam in hand, what we can do is just play our 3 spell regeneration, and with the 3 resulting spell mana we can play Twin Disciplines and protect Heimerdinger. And we will be generating 2 turrets. Okay. I'm going to have to sacrifice the Shadow Assassin.
You cannot escape.
Let's see what we get here. Gonna drop this turret. We got a nice card, nice spell, 6-cost spell. Swap 2 allies and give them barrier this turn. Good for defending. It is not Thermogenic Beam. It's Get Excited. And we get to use Twin Discipline. And we get to generate yet another elusive turret. Nice.
I've always been a fun guy.
Problem is, we are going to get some puff caps there. But all in all, we got 6 uncontested damage. Ooh. Highly tempted to play meditation and another turret. And we kind of need that puff cap peddler out of the way. So we will be playing Thermogenic Beam. But it seems like my opponent decided to start the mushroom spam. Yep, he's gonna play all of them. I have no idea. Maybe he's like a mage or something. He anticipates the Thermogenic Beam. Might as well play Thermogenic Beam, get rid of that. Now, we might see another Get Excited or a Thermogenic Beam on Heimerdinger. And we're going to see it removed, probably. We cannot block that. Oh, never mind. I need to understand exactly how Heimerdinger levels up, because we only spawn 3 turrets. So now Thermogenic Beam is kind of pointless to use on Heimerdinger. My opponent is down to just 6 HP. Let's see how many mushrooms we're gonna get. None. No mushrooms. In Sight of the Ages. And a flash of brilliance. And that's it. It would be highly retarded to play Solitary Monk. We're just going to generate yet another elusive turret. But now our turrets are buffed. +1/+1. Pretty nice. More puff caps. I think that's it. We already have enough cards in hand. And the board is full. So we just need to attack now. Hello. That's a Mystic Shot, and we're just gonna deny that. And that's a deny for the deny, and I'm gonna play a deny for the deny for a deny. Deny. Denial mania. Oh my good lord. Yeah, doesn't matter. Wow, that was an elusive 3-1 turret spam. Nice. Okay, queued up for the second game. Control games are taking quite a lot of time, but they're worth it. I mean... Wow, okay, this is going to be interesting. We're playing against a Misfortune Scout, Piltover and Demacia. So we need to pick our targets carefully, because there's Quinn and there's Misfortune. Now the problem is having Demacia is barriers. At least we got rid of the chef. There's no more buffing. I'm gonna trade him. I'm gonna use Solitary Monk for trading purposes. For now, I just need to survive. I need to defend until I get my Heimerdinger in play with a lot of turrets. Then, things are gonna get interesting. I have no idea if my opponent also runs single combat. It's gonna be something that I need to look out for. At least my variants of this did not use single combat. It's not, if I remember correctly. I don't know. But for certain, I was using Relentless Pursuit. So my opponent might play a Relentless Pursuit. Now, Valor is going to challenge Stuff. And Valor is going to prevent me from defending properly. But Valor has no clue that I have a V in hand. Now, V should be useful here. I'm not going to play her because I'm not going to be able to mitigate enough damage. So I'm just going to get rid of Valor. Unsummon and defend with my elusive. Oh, I actually forgot of the dragon. And my opponent decided to pass. Nice. Very, very nice. Now, I can play V, and I can get rid of Quinn. 7-4. But if my opponent is using Riposte, then V is fucked. And I don't want that. I'm gonna go with deep meditation here.
Smell that?
Uh-oh. Ooh, very nice. Damagenic beam. Get rid of the chef. No more extra damage, senor.
Morsel of regret.
Alright, let's mess some folks up.
Oh, Bertrand.
This is going to be tough because both are scout units. Ooh, Heimerdinger. Hello.
Glory of Demacia.
Oh, that's even worse. You know what? I'm going to prevent...
Punchline.
I'm going to try to prevent some damage here. Thing is, my opponent only has 4 mana left.
I've got your back.
And 2 mana left. Which means there's no riposte. But there is a problem. Quinn has a barrier. Now, by getting rid of the second scout, I'm basically forcing my opponent to use just Quinn.
You act,
I
but
can
do
use
not
this for
feel.
trade, and
Spring does not pity winter.
the next turn,
Reinforced.
if my opponent decides to play Quinn, I'll just get rid of it with V. And I can level V up. If not, I can level V up anyway. Okay. Now let's hope my opponent does not use a Radiant. Because if my opponent has Radiant Strike and I challenge Quinn with V, V is toast. But so is Quinn, so I think it's a good trade. And we got rid of Quinn. Nice.
Justice is served.
Now I only need to start dealing proper damage. We only have... Ooh! Flash of Brilliance! With Heimerdinger. Thank you, kind sir. Fortunately, I will not be able to protect Heimerdinger. Because if I'm playing Heimerdinger and Flash of Brilliance,
Answers.
my mana is toast. That's it. Won't be able to use Deny.
Long path to get here.
Ooh. We got a Dawn and Dusk. That is fine by me. And we're gonna get rid of Citri the Bold. Sorry, V. Goodbye, V. I need to get rid of that. Otherwise, it's gonna be a major pain in the butt next turn. Because Citri the Bold gives +1/+1 to all units when she attacks, and also gives them fearsome. So I'd rather not have everything fearsome and not be able to defend. Relentless Pursuit. Ouch.
In the name of our land.
We're down to 11. My opponent is also down to just 3 cards now. 2 cards.
Lift our spirits.
Oh, and things just got buffed. We can't play Dawn and Dusk. The 6 cost will be an Overwhelm, which will not help us that much. Actually, I can push some damage with that. But the fact is, it's not going to be that great. You can just block with the Badger Bat and that's it.
Show them our metal.
I would think it just got challenged. Sorry, no Fleet Feather Tracker, go away.
Master.
Yes, yes, again.
Not the very best card if I play the Thermogenic Beam either. Opponent is calling it a good game. I think he's fairly confident that he will be ending the match soon. Let's see what we get. Oh, this is going to be epic. We got another Flash of Brilliance, and we can use that. And I have no idea what turret we can spawn for 13 mana cost. Maybe a buffed up TX? I have no idea. And I'm not gonna test it right now. I really want to get rid of my opponent. Okay, we got a nice 7 heal Andrel card. It's a slow spell, but quite happy. Now, we have a Dawn and Dusk. And from the looks of it, if we wait for just another turn, we're gonna be toast. You know what would be funny? If my opponent had yet another Relentless Pursuit in hand. So I'm gonna risk my my intuition here. Dawn and Dusk on the Elusive Turret. And that will be 9 damage in total. Which is more than enough to get my opponent's Nexus HP down to 0. Actually, we're gonna go into -1. So much negativity. Please, be more positive. There it is, a Relentless Pursuit. I'm gonna deny that. Should I emote? Nah, I'm not that kind of scumbag. Opponent conceded. It was pretty obvious the game was over. Nice. Very, very nice. Quite happy with the build and how the deck feels in itself. So we might be playing more of this in the future because it's actually ladder worthy. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Cheers.